Everyday pocket change might seem ordinary, a few coins tossed on the dresser or jingling in the bottom of a purse. But what if one of those coins was worth thousands, or even over $1 million? Believe it or not, some state quarters, especially the 1999 Connecticut State Quarter, have been rumored to sell for shocking amounts at major coin auctions. These coins, part of the U.S. Mint's most popular commemorative coin program, can sometimes hide rare varieties, minting errors, and die mistakes that make collectors' hearts race. Before you spend another quarter, here's what you need to know about these potential hidden treasures. The birth of the State Quarters program. The U.S. State Quarters program launched in 1999 as one of the most ambitious and beloved coin series in U.S. history. Each year, 5 new quarters were released, each honoring a different state. The program ran from 1999 through 2008, ending with Hawaii. The goal was to celebrate America's diverse history, geography, and culture, but it also sparked one of the greatest modern collecting crazes. Millions of Americans began checking their change, buying mint sets, and even hoarding rolls of quarters. Among the first 5 states released in 1999 were Delaware, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Georgia, and Connecticut. That final quarter of 1999, the Connecticut State Quarter, has since become one of the most talked about and sought-after issues from the entire series. The Connecticut Quarter, the Charter Oak design. The 1999 Connecticut Quarter features the famous Charter Oak, a sprawling tree that became a symbol of American independence and resistance to tyranny. According to legend, Connecticut's royal charter was hidden inside the hollow of this giant oak in 1687 to prevent it from being seized by the British governor. The design, created by T. James Farrell, is one of the most detailed and intricate of all the state quarters, with hundreds of tiny branches and fine engraving lines. This very detail, however, also made it prone to minting errors and die wear, which is why certain Connecticut quarters are now worth far more than their face value. Understanding mint marks and mint errors. The D mint mark on a Connecticut quarter means it was minted at the Denver Mint. Denver and Philadelphia produced hundreds of millions of these coins, so most are common. However, not all were created perfectly. When dies, the steel tools that stamp the coin designs, get worn, cracked, or misaligned, strange and collectible mistakes can occur. These errors are what can turn an ordinary 25-cent coin into a jaw-dropping rarity. A double die occurs when the coin's design is struck twice at slightly different angles. On Connecticut quarters, this can sometimes be seen on the lettering, Connecticut, United States of America, or quarter dollar, or on the intricate branches of the Charter Oak. Depending on the clarity and location of the doubling, these can sell from $500 to $5,000 or more. 2. Off-center strikes. If a coin isn't perfectly centered when struck, part of the design will be missing. The value depends on how far off-center it is and whether the date and mint mark are still visible. Connecticut quarters with major off-center strikes, especially 10 to 50% off, have sold for $100 to $1,000 plus at auctions. 3. Capped die errors. A capped die happens when a coin gets stuck on the press and stamps other coins with a distorted, mushroom-like appearance. These errors are rare and highly desirable. Some 1999 Connecticut capped die quarters have sold for several $1,000s. 4. Struck on the wrong planchet. Sometimes a quarter is accidentally struck on a planchet meant for another denomination, like a nickel or dime. If you find a Connecticut quarter that seems too small, too thin, or has an unusual metal color, it could be a wrong planchet error, potentially worth $5,000 to $20,000 depending on type and condition. 5. High-grade mint state, MS-68, MS-70. Even without errors, some coins are worth serious money due to pristine condition. Professional grading services like PCGS or NGC assign numerical grades to coins, with MS-70 being a flawless, as-struck example. Because so many quarters entered circulation, finding a perfect 1999 Connecticut quarter is extremely rare. MS-67 examples can sell for $100 to $300. MS-68 coins might bring $1,000 to $5,000. And a perfect MS-70, if it exists and is authenticated, could theoretically fetch $100,000 or more at auction. The rumors of million-dollar quarters. In recent years, viral social media posts and videos have claimed that some 1999 D Connecticut quarters are selling for $300,000 to $1.2 million. While these headlines are often exaggerated or misunderstood, they're based on a grain of truth. Certain error coins and ultra-high-grade examples can reach incredible prices. However, not every Connecticut quarter will make you rich. Most are still worth just 25 cents, unless they display a verified error or are in a certified near-perfect condition. The million-dollar claims usually stem from misread auction listings, confusion between asking prices and sold prices, or a misunderstanding of extremely rare prototypes or pattern strikes not released to the public. Look just to the right of Washington's ponytail on the obverse front. A D means Denver, a P means Philadelphia. Rare varieties can exist for both, but the 1999 D gets the most attention. Inspect for errors. Use a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe. Look for doubling, cracks, off-center designs, or unusual metal textures. Examine the condition. The fewer scratches and wear marks, the better. If your coin looks almost new, it might be worth grading. Compare with known varieties. Check reputable coin websites or databases like PCGS CoinFacts, NGC Variety Plus, or Heritage Auctions to compare images and past sales. Get it professionally graded. If you think you have something special, submit it to PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, or NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Company. Authentication and grading are crucial to determine true market value. Where and how these coins sell. Rare coins are typically sold through major auction houses such as Heritage Auctions, Stack's Bowers, and Great Collections. Online marketplaces like eBay can show what similar coins are listed for, but the real proof is in sold prices, what collectors actually pay. A genuine error or top-graded coin, especially with a certification label, can fetch astonishing amounts when two or more collectors compete to own it. The takeaway: check your change. While it's unlikely every 1999 D Connecticut quarter is worth six figures, there's no harm in checking your pocket change. The excitement of possibly uncovering a rare mint error or perfect specimen has made coin collecting one of the most rewarding hobbies for treasure hunters and history lovers alike. So before you spend that shiny Connecticut quarter at the gas station or toss it into a vending machine, take a closer look. You might just be holding a piece of modern American history, and possibly a small fortune, in the palm of your hand. In short, most 1999 D Connecticut quarters are worth 25 cents, but a few rare error coins and high-grade examples can sell for hundreds, thousands, or even, in exceptional cases, hundreds of thousands of dollars. Whether you're a serious numismatist or just curious about your spare change, it's always worth looking, because every great treasure story starts with someone who bothered to check.